Hello students. In this video we'll look at the geometry fact number 4, which is that angles in a triangle always add up to 180 degrees. And I'm going to actually demonstrate this. So here I have a straight line, and I'm just going to go grab one of my shape tools, and I'm going to construct just a random triangle. So I'm not doing it with any particular angles or lengths involved. This should work for every triangle. So there's my triangle just there. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is rotate it like so, drag it down to the line, and I want to rest that just on the line like that. So there, I'm going to be looking at this point just down here. So there's one of the angles. Okay, let's make a copy of the triangle. Let's rotate it to put a second angle so the vertex is at the same point. By the way, this is the sort of thing, if you don't have a interactive whiteboard, but you have a piece of paper, you can just tear off the three angles, create a triangle, tear off the three angles and line them up. It's almost perfect, but not perfectly perfect. This might have to do. And finally, make a third copy, rotate that. And what I'm saying is, if I put the three angles all together, like so, this angle plus that angle together adds up to 180 degrees. So again, you can do the same sort of thing by cutting out a triangle, tearing off the three corners, and lining them up like I've done here. So it's not a proof, but it is a demonstration to show that the fact, geometry fact, does appear to be true. Okay, let's go ahead and use it. So I want to find the size of angle y. Well, I now know that these three angles add to 180, so I can go y plus 50 plus 70 adds to 180. And the reason for that, of course, is angles in any triangle add to 180 degrees, and that's the coded reason that I used for that. Simplifying the left-hand side, y plus 120 equals 180. Subtract 120 degrees from each side, and I get my answer. The size of the unknown angle y is 60 degrees. Okay, second example. Here I have an isosceles triangle. Because the two base angles are equal, then we know that those two sides must also be equal. And I know that these three angles added together add to 180 degrees. Well, y plus y is 2y plus 130 equals 180. Again, I need to justify that statement. So angles in a straight line, angles in a triangle add to 180 degrees. Next step, subtract 130 from both sides, and 2y equals 50 degrees. Divide both sides by 2, and y is 25 degrees. Okay, stop the video and have a go, please, at finding the size of angle D. Okay, welcome back. Let's go ahead and do the working out for this. So I know that these three angles all add to 180, so I can write D plus 90 plus 45 adds to 180. 90 plus 45, I can simplify that. Oops. And I get D plus 135 adds to 180. Subtract 135 from both sides, and D is 45 degrees. Oops, and don't forget to put in the coded reason. Angles in any triangle add to 180 degrees. By the way, a lot of students looking at this triangle here would say, well, if that's 90 degrees, these two have to add to 90 degrees. And we'll pretty much sort of say, well, D, it must be 45. So you could actually set this out with a bit less writing. I think it'd still be justified. Okay, moving on to the next geometry fact.